Hi, I'm Cheryl from JobMatcher, and I'm going to tell you how JobMatcher is using artificial intelligence to change the future of recruitment to be more accessible for everybody. When my son Finn was diagnosed with autism spectrum, one of my biggest worries was, is he ever going to work? Because I know how much value my career brings me, and I want the same thing for him. Unfortunately for Finn, the odds are stacked against him, with 85% of adults with autism unable to find work, which is 6 times higher than any other disability. Neurodiversity is a term we use to describe people whose brains are wired a little bit differently, so autism spectrum, ADHD, dyslexia, and Tourette syndrome, among other things. And I don't know if anyone here is old enough to remember the 80s campaign. Come on, I'm not the only person over 40 in here. Come on. So Steve Jobs, think different, right? Steve was neurodiverse, and think of the amazing value that he has brought the world. It used to be thought of in terms of a disorder, but we're starting to realize the strengths that these people are bringing us. So let's talk a little bit about the talents and strengths that neurodiversity brings. Often people who are neurodiverse have amazing creative problem-solving abilities. They can be deep analytical thinkers with amazing pattern matching abilities. And most importantly, they bring a perspective that's free from the confirmation bias that affects neurotypicals. Companies understand the value of diversity, and we know that diverse teams are stronger, they make better decisions, and they're more innovative. JP Morgan implemented a neurodiversity at work program a couple of years ago, and they found that it took 3 to 6 months to onboard a neurodiverse worker. It took a neurotypical 3 years to reach that same capacity. And on top of that, the neurodiverse workers were over 50% more effective. We're undergoing a global skills crisis, and by 2030, we're going to be 85 million people short, which is particularly going to affect financial services, telecommunications, media, and technology. Companies are going to be losing trillions of dollars in lost economic benefit. So hang on a minute. We've got creative problem solvers who want to find work. We've got a global skills shortage where we're looking for creative problem solvers. And we know that we're stronger when we're more diverse. I think there might be something in that. Enter JobMatcher. JobMatcher is an enterprise SaaS platform that plugs into existing HR software, and we're addressing the barriers to accessibility that occur along the pathway to employment. We've got a really big vision, but our first stop has been the talent traction piece. And why is this? Job ads suck. They're full of marketing jargon, they're full of bias, and they don't give the job seeker the critical information they need to determine if their skills and strengths are a great match for the job. This means that employers are actively repelling the candidates they're trying to attract, which means diversity stays the same year after year. Our first solution is using artificial intelligence, which is natural language recognition, to find these problematic statements and surface the critical information that a job seeker needs to determine if they want to apply for this job. We've been working with Accor hotels, processing around 5,000 job seekers' applications, and we've found that inclusive language attracts a more diverse crowd. Amazing, right? Who would have thought? What was really interesting to us is it's not just neurodiversity and disability that went up. It was applications all round, including all forms of diversity. The value to the employer is it's a faster time to hire, which means less money spent on job ads. And we're giving them important diversity metrics, which allow them to mount a business case for more affirmative action when it comes to diversity. Our core platform has a bunch of global clients, and we are solution ready for any companies who are ready to think different about the way they're recruiting in their talent funnel. We've got over 40 years of experience between us building amazing technical platforms, and we've been supported by some incredible mentors along this whole Remarkable's journey. My hope is that by the time Finn is old enough to look for a job, we don't need to exist because the world is already inclusive enough to recognize the amazing talent that he's going to bring. But until that point, we're looking to sign up 10% of the ASX 200 onto our platform. So if you guys know any of the decision makers there, please send them my way. I'm Cheryl from JobMatcher, and together we're going to make a more inclusive, accessible world for everybody. Thank you.